She's been out of the spotlight since leaving the Charleston County School Board many years ago. But now, Sandi Engleman is back to speak exclusively to me about Durham Bus Services, the debate over out-of-county tuition, and of course, Dr. Nancy McGinley for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. Sandi, you know, a lot of Charlestonians haven't seen you in a while.
Right. I love being home.
Well, is that right?
I do.
Tell me, how are you?
Health-wise, I've really been having a rough 5 months.
Oh, no.
But I'm back on good track now. But I'm really doing great, and I love being home. I work in the yard a lot, but you couldn't tell it right now without the leaves.
Yeah, it looks good though out there.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Well, you know, a lot of big stories have happened over the past couple of weeks. So describe to me the following one word. Out-of-county tuition for Charleston County School District students.
And describe it how?
In one word.
Tuition. Underfunded.
Durham Bus Services, that is.
Cautious.
The Charleston County Republican Party wanting to eliminate, I guess, the school district and the school board?
Positive.
Okay. Let's turn to Dr. Nancy McGinley. As you know, in late October, she resigned her position as superintendent of Charleston County Schools. That basically came after the whole watermelon gate. And recently she spoke with Channel 2, and she said something very telling, quote, "I truly did not expect to leave." So when I think about those words, I truly did not expect to leave. I have to ask, how close was she to being fired?
She was very close to being fired. I think the biggest issue with Dr. McGinley is she was more concerned with Dr. McGinley than her, the student. She was concerned about her salary, her retirement, her perks and everything. And I don't really think she had the best intentions of the students in mind.
Wow.
Or teachers.
Oh yeah. Needless to say, her resignation came on the heels of Watermelon Gate and the decision to fire and then rehire academic Magna High School coach Bud Walpole. And I'm wondering, what did you tell yourself when she made those two controversial decisions?
Well, I do think the Watermelon Gate was an unfortunate incident. Should have never happened.
Okay.
And I think she jumped the gun on that. That's what you have associate superintendents for,
right.
And she should have let them handle it. And number two, the board should have heard the issue before she said, "You're fired."
Yeah. I talked with former Charleston County School Board member Elizabeth Moffley for Quintin's Close-Ups back in January. And she basically said that she lost confidence in Dr. Nancy McGinley long before the Watermelon Gate issue. And I'm wondering, as we sit here right now, when did you?
I lost confidence in Dr. McGinley when Dr. Goodloe was still here.
Yeah.
She's the one Dr. McGinley created the failed A+ program. And anyone could have seen the Rivers Burke program was going to crash and burn. And that's not the way that issue should have handled, because those children deserve better. And they should have deserved someone with an open mind rather than cramming a bunch of kids in one place and thinking a 7th grader is going to get along with a 12th grader.
That's not going to happen.
No. But, with her programs, and she like Dr. Goodloe, was, let's create a new program. Let's throw more money into it. But when she started the comprehensive reading and writing program, I thought that should have been your objective all along.
As we talk more about Watermelon Gate, I'm curious, and you mentioned this a little bit, that it was very, devastating and unfortunate. But what did you take away from that particular controversy? I
was just really surprised in 2014, which is when that happened, that this is still going on. We've got to move past this at some point, and as the old gentleman from California that has since passed away, we just all need to get along. Yeah. We've got to stop separating. We are all God's children. Yes. We need to all work together, and the only way we'll ever survive and succeed is working together.
You're right about that. Let's talk about now. There's a new school board at 75 Calhoun Street. And as we sit here right now, what letter grade would you give them as far as job performance?
Job performance, I would probably give them maybe a B. Okay. I think they're just getting their bearings. Oh, yeah. They've got some great people on there. Kate Darby has been very active in the community for so many years. Yes. But, I think the new board can work. They just got to get their bearings.
Yeah. Let's move from now to the future. Dr. Nancy McGinley said to Channel 2 that, quote, it's not in her cards to return as superintendent. So I'm wondering, what do you hope will be in the cards for the next superintendent?
Well, I do believe, as Ms. Moffley does, I think we need to deconsolidate, break it down into smaller districts. One superintendent cannot run 44,000 students. Okay. And while she has all these additional associate superintendents, she's the bottom line answer. Okay. People are going to go to her for advice. They're going to blame her for any issues that come down the board. And I think deconsolidation is an issue. But we have to be very cautious in deconsolidation to ensure proper funding in our lower socioeconomic districts, because that's where the funding needs to be.
Okay. And as we sit here and talk about the Charleston County School Board, everyone knows you were very vocal and, you were very out there during those years. I'm wondering, do you miss it?
To some degree. I miss being, a part of saying, okay, folks, take a step back, take a breath. Yeah. This program's not going to work. This is going to work. And like I say, to watch your funding. But, like I said, I enjoy being home. Oh, yeah. I really do.
I don't blame you.
It's been great. Yeah. It really. My husband retired 2 years ago, yeah. And every day we take the dog for a ride and think, this is really nice.
Yeah, that is awesome. And as we talk about, the future, I'm wondering what's in your cards, because you have been a substitute teacher, you are, a wife, you have been a Charleston County School Board member. What's next for you? What's in your cards?
I think sitting right here on this sofa, I have no political aspirations. I'm just really enjoying life. And like I said, I've been sick for about 5 months, and working on that. I want to get my health back in, in shape. And I have a daughter that lives in Richmond. She's a doctorate in chemistry. Okay. And we visit her some, and my son lives in Ohio, and I want to go visit him, and I really want to relax. My objective, we have a pool, and yes. I want to go outside and sit by the pool. I want to work in the yard, and that's where I want to be.
Wow.
But at any point, if somebody calls me and said, would you help with such and such a committee, okay. I'm open to it. Okay. But I'm not going to seek that out. They'll have to come to me.
Wow, that's interesting.
But I substitute taught for years, yeah. And I miss the kids. That was the most wonderful experience in the world. Absolutely wonderful. And I miss the kids. I still go to Harris Teeter or wherever, and kids will run up to me and go, Miss Engleman, you remember me? And I'm thinking, of course, yeah. I will never forget you. Mm-hmm. And when one of them has an accident and passes away, it's like losing one of my own children, because I was with that child for years.
Wow. Well, Sandi Engleman, it's so great talking to you. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. I love it. Thank you for inviting me. I enjoy it.
Anytime.
And I wish the district great success. I think it will happen. It's just going to take a little adjusting the direction of where we're going.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That was